the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Ministers, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Members of Parliament, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Their Highnesses, the traditional leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. In fulfillment of the constitutional Kachai Kayamba obulago bwetaaga in fulfillment of the constitutional requirement under Article 101, Clause 1 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, I'm here to deliver the State of the Nation Address 2023. Madam Speaker, since my last address, a number of Ugandans have departed from this earth, some of whom are the late General Eri Tumwine, former Minister of Security and Senior Advisor to the President on Security, the late Justice Ruby Opio Aweri, former Judge of the Supreme Court of Uganda, the late Dr. Paul Kawanga Semogere, former President of the Democratic Party, the late Honorable Charles Okere Ngola, former State Minister for Labor, the late Bishop Patrick Okabe, former Member of Parliament for Serere County, the late Keith Mhakanzi, former Permanent Secretary, Office of the President, the people who have died in the landslides, in the floods, and our soldiers who died in Somalia. I want to thank Right Honorable Speaker. She has already asked you to stand up to show respect to the departed, so I will not repeat it. That one is already done. The performance of the economy. I start with the economy. As a result of the NRM government's deliberate efforts to expand the economic base of the country, a strong foundation has been built for rapid economic growth and socio-economic transformation. In 1986, when the NRM government took administration of the country, the size of our economy was equivalent to US dollars 1.5 billion. That's what it was in 1986. Today, our economy is about US dollars 49.4 billion. In other words, the economy, this is if you use the exchange rate method, in other words, the economy has expanded by more than 30 times since 1986. The economic growth rate for this year is projected at 5.5% in real terms, compared to 4.7% last financial year, 2021-2022. Over the next 5 years, the economy is projected to grow at an average rate of 6.57% per year. But these are the growth rates of the Ministry of Finance. I believe we can grow faster than this. I don't always agree with that Ministry of Finance. And I will say so, I will tell you why later in this very speech. This growth will arise from, one, economic stability as a result of low inflation, two, establishment of more manufacturing plants, factories. Ugandans, when you hear plants, don't think they are talking about crops. Plants in this English of theirs mean factories. I don't know why they call them plants. Amakorero. Continued implementation of the parish development model. 4, support to small and medium-scale enterprises through Emyoga circles, the youth and women funds and other initiatives. 5, increased oil and gas sector activities. And 6, growth in regional trade and the positive impact of the continued recovery of the economies of in the Middle East, Asia, Europe, and the USA, which provide markets for our exports. Therefore, by the end of the financial year 2023-2024, Uganda's GDP is projected to grow up to 207.22 trillion shillings, which is equivalent to $55.2 billion. If you put it in PPP method, purchasing power parity method, this would mean an economy of $156.7 billion. This in turn is projected to grow our GDP per capita to USD dollars 1,186, up from US dollars 1,096 in financial year 2022-2023, this one where we are now. Inflation. The prices of domestic goods and services have come down compared to what they were 1 year ago. To take a few examples, the price of edible oil has reduced from shillings 10,079 per litre in March 2022 to shillings 9,556 per litre in March 2023. Petrol, from a peak of Uganda shillings 6,563 a litre to Uganda shillings 5,138 a litre now. Ordinary cement, from a peak of Uganda shillings 37,315 a bag of 50 kilograms in May 2022 to now 34,874 shillings. Therefore, we have defeated the rapid increase in prices of both consumer and production prices. However, food prices remain high due to climate change effects that caused prolonged drought in many parts of the country. This, however, will be history because of the ongoing government investment in small-scale solar-powered irrigation to address water shortages for crops. Government resisted price controls and subsidies when prices went up sharply. There are always those pressures for populist, cheap actions which are very dangerous to the stability of the economy. This is because these kinds of measures are not sustainable, and they instead introduce distortions in the economy. They bring about the old habits of smuggling, magendo, and can result in shortages of goods in the market. This happens when some rich business people hide consumer goods to cause artificial shortages in order to benefit from higher prices. Some countries give subsidies or control prices of some essential commodities, such as fuel, bread, wheat, etc. We do not believe in subsidizing consumption, such as subsidizing petrol for people to drive to nightclubs. I cannot subsidize fuel so that people drive more to the nightclubs. If they want to go to the nightclubs, they go there at their own cost, the cost of their pockets.